Hello and welcome to another Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spits Wraggys Taproom for a second. And is that a pee or beer? and it's beer. So, good afternoon, everyone, or good evening, rather. Uh, did I know that the other two were still going to be doing their lives at 9 o'clock? No, I didn't. So for those watching, the likes of Kent Beer Reviews and Crummy Beard are actually doing their lives as well. So hey ho, there'll probably be a very limited amount on there, but we can have a chat, can't we? Chat about beer, chat about the world and whatever's happening in the world and all that sort of thing. Good evening, Mr. Mersey Bears. How are you, mate? And Kevin and Mark and Thomas, of course. So, oh, let's dive in, have a beer, and yeah, it's into P. Is that a P? Is that a P or beer? Not an air, no. No, that's Imperial chili chocolate snaps. Yes. Well, poor pint because I'm not doing half. It's been a long week. It's been a long day, and I was actually supposed to be at Newark tonight, receiving going to an award thing for one of my workplaces. So I bottled out of it. One, because I don't really like that sort of thing anyway, and two, yeah, just it's not really my cup of tea. Yeah, wearing that suits and stuff. I'm all good to be. It's sitting in the background, and if we win some, I'm good to take the praise, but in the background. But is what it is. So, oh, what a week! What a lovely end to the week. But Jesus, it ain't no Pepsi. Good evening, Benjamin. Let me make these comments better because I can't see the comments. There we go. Growler of Polly's Rock made to get for Hop to Sabro and Laurent. Laurent, it's a different one, isn't it? Obviously, Sabro gives coconut. But Laval, yes, I've changed my shirt. Yeah, took the I took the bloody dirty shirts off the work shirts, and I'm back on the Reds. You Reds, you Reds. Anyway, yeah, and this time next week I'll be at Nottingham's Beer Festival, getting absolutely sloshed. Trying not to get sloshed. Trying not to make myself look an idiot. And yeah, it's not hard. You know, these things happen, don't they? Got a pint of Spaten lagers from the Perfect Draft. I actually like Spaten. I think it's a decent lager, to be fair. Lavala's la. Oh, dear. So, did you go in the garden, mate? I know you was going in the garden earlier, or you was meant to go in the garden. Good afternoon, or good evening, Darren. How are we? You're live on Steve's channel. Hey, Thomas. Everyone's doing a live tonight. How crazy is that? You made yourself look an idiot last year, but it was great to go. Yeah. Hey, these things happen. Oh, is that at the Robin Hood Beer Festival? This is the Craft Beer Festival. Yeah, different festival, but yeah. I was actually quite good at the Craft Beer Festival, that I know of at least. Uh, but on the way home, obviously, I fell over, slightly intoxicated, as you do, and I didn't break the 4 glasses and the 2 cans of beer I had in my pocket. But yeah, and this year I got the wife with us and her mate, and maybe 2 more mates, and maybe also Jackman, Liam, Shane, and whoever else. Harry for sneaking up on you and filming you. When was this? I don't remember that. Hey, Harry for sneaking up on you and filming you. I don't remember that. Probably too pissed at the time to remember. Rate the old moss, yeah. Moss is a crippler. Best to use a bit of weed and feed, to be fair. Weed and feed and water it in. Good afternoon, Johnny. How are you, mate? I don't remember because you were drunk. Was this so this was at the Robin Hood Beer Festival. Right. Ooh. Good evening, Liam, mate. You at work tomorrow? 9 o'clock? Hey, send me the link. Yeah. I need to see this. And crown the stoves. I was. Good evening, mate. I was going to do a bit of a piss take of that, to be fair, you know, like the Stones crowing or something, that sort of thing, just for the laugh. Yeah. I also open up the Nottingham version. Yeah. Stone the Robins. And good evening, Steve. And Sam, good morning, mate. Germany October Beer Festival. I'd love to go to Germany to the beer festival, actually. Ah, George, good evening. Yes, there will be. Yes, this weekend, more than anything. Yeah. Free reviews sometime this weekend. Good evening, Sony, mate. How are you? And David, how are you? Um, Harry was unsupervised whilst I went to the loo. Oh, right. Remember that? Yeah. This is the problem, isn't it? You know, you drink beer, you get drunk, and you do things. Yeah. The kit, Forest, come on. One of the world's best known teams, back to back European Cup winners, and now back in the Premiership. You know, I just hope we stay in the Premiership, fingers crossed. This is an Imperial, yes. Imperial Chili Chocolate Stout. Yes, that's what I'm drinking. But yeah, definitely doing them reviews this weekend. Starting this weekend anyway. I just need to let the bottles sit back up the ways. I was knackered last night. Been a really tiring week. So I need to let them sit back up and just so that the sediment falls to the bottom. Because obviously, bottles, home brew, there's going to be a bit of sediment, a bit of bottle conditioned. So yeah, that should be really interesting. And always good to test other people's home brew, see how my home brew fares. I mean, this is an Imperial Chili Chocolate Stout. Um, it's not as good as I wanted it to be, but it's still about 11.5%. Oh, cheers, Mr. Rose Bears. That would be awesome. Shambid, hello, good evening. Evil Dog Double IPA is absolutely stunning, isn't it? Mr. Dave Bell from the Boss Brewing Taproom. Hey, I've got some of their Amber Gambler. Amber Gambler. No red card tonight, though. No, she's up the house now. I'm all in good books. Yeah, yeah. Well, for the moment, at least, until the inevitable go up the arse having 2 pints of this and half steaming. I've just had a Chinese though, so I'm feeling better now. To be fair, it's good that I didn't drink anything in the last hour because I've perked back up again. It's strange how this thing with drinking beer early in the night wallops you. So, oh, lovely fire to that. Um, Putting chili in beer, it's a bit different, to be honest. Yeah, it'd be good to try some beers out this weekend, homebrew beers. As a home brewer, beginner home brewer, it's lovely to see what other people are doing. And there's a lot of home brewers who follow this channel as well. We're all on a bit of a journey. Some of them would love to go. I mean, I'd love to go down the commercial route, but it ain't going to happen. One, I ain't got the money. One, I ain't got the time. Is what it is. I do fancy doing the grain brew in a bag though. That does hit the spot for me. And certainly want to do an imperial stout brew in a bag. As for home brewing, for those who are into home brewing, if you love brewing's imperial stout kit, bloody amazing. Using essences for that kit, you will make an amazing imperial that's better than a lot of commercial imperials. Let me tell you, I've tasted some and they're not as good as what Love Brewing is. Screen recording of some of it, right? Yeah, I didn't even know this existed. Here, I'll have to have a look later, see how pissed off I am. And I mean, I was there till 11, 12, 12 o'clock last year at the Robin Hood Beer Fest. And Harry and them had gone by that time, some of it. So God knows when that's from. And, I mean, there was the night after as well. Well, yeah, it was a tune. Nottingham. What's the chanting? Yeah, okay. Things you do when you're drunk. Hey. I still cannot remember getting home when me and Liam and Shane went out the other week. Still can't remember what happened. I remember putting the wife told me to put the frying pan on and nearly burnt the house down. So not good. These things. Yeah, you get yourself into trouble. This is the problem with drinking beer. You drink beer, you get drunk, and you do things, and yeah, go to toilets in the wrong places. These things happen. Yeah, mistakenly go into the kid's bedroom and think you're having a piss, and you think it's the bathroom. Yeah, these things happen. Yeah, or wardrobes and stuff. You can't remember the walk home. I can't remember it, mate. I can remember drunk cooking. Hey. I can remember in the Cockanoot. I can remember when we put the live on to start. I can remember having the 4 beers in front of us. That's the last bloody thing I remember. No, I've not tried the Ukrainian lager. No, I've been limiting because of other things, saving up for wedding vows next year, dropping the beer wall down to zilch. I've not been buying any beer, apart from very, very trying to water go Ted Sunflower, and yeah, and I need to try it to get it reviewed at some stage on the channel. You spilt the lot. Yeah, I can't remember, mate. No, no. Is that why we ended it at 13 minutes? Did you spill mine? Yeah, I was probably already steaming by then. We were all pretty well gone. It was a good day though. I mean, how many times do you do 22 reviews in one day? Yeah. 17 beer reviews, 5 pub reviews in one day. And I drank 20 different beers on no food. I mean, that's just ridiculous. On no food. It is brewed in England, yeah. It is. It's brewed under license, isn't it? Using the Ukrainian uh, recipe or something. There's a lot that I could remember. Half past 7 Friday meet up. Is that when we're meeting up? I forgot what time it was. There's some good pubs though. 7.99 for 10 cans. That's not bad, is it? That's where you want to get someone. You want to hope someone's broke a case, and you can go to the cheap area and get them for 50 pence a can. Good evening, Mr. Jackman. How are you, mate? A week to go. Hey, I'm Matt. Good evening. Pissed up cooking a few weeks ago. Did my half cooked with prawns and chicken. Was sick as the next day. Yeah, it's not good, is it? No, it's not good. Yeah, it's not good at all. Oh, I'm tempted to drink one of them 15-year-old beers behind me, but the brain says do it, and the rest of me thinks no, 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 don't do it. No, you'll be ill. Train's about 10 a.m. Weather's looking good. Let's hope so. There is, yeah, do it. Yeah. There is a lot of tap takeovers in Nottingham next week. Track, Polly's, Wildcard, Verdant. It's crazy how busy it is this year. And that's withstanding the actual beer festival itself. Cloudwater, um, getting into the hotel at 3 p.m. Rightio. You could always park up early and then just dart into Nottingham. You're actually off work on holiday next weekend. Can you still get into this festival? You may well be able to get a ticket, mate. Yeah, you may well be able to get a ticket. Liam, the Verdant is actually at the Fox and Grapes. So where Neon Raptor is. Fox and Grapes is around the corner. It's actually on the edge of the beer festival. So you can actually go to the Verdant takeover and do some, sampling, and then go around the corner into the beer festival. Hey. Yeah, you can always phone them up before, can't you? Say, look, I parked my car, just virtually virtually whatever booking, and they're pretty good anyway. They're not too bad where they are. Yeah, it's going to be a decent beer festival, and it should be a laugh. I've got my wife's coming, her mates coming, our other two friends are coming, so there's going to be quite the crew of people, and that sometimes is good because it sometimes if there's only two or three of you, you drink more, and yeah, drinking's good, but bit of banter. Who's getting me back to the hotel? Well, you're back at our end of the woods, aren't you? You're not far from us. Do you prefer ale or lager? Oh, do I prefer ale or lager? Ale. Yeah, yeah. Crap. If I was looking for a particular style these days, would be imperial stouts. I absolutely love imperial stouts. Good evening, Paul matey. How are you? Only a week to go, mate. And how many bloody tap takeovers are there next week in Nottingham? That is just ridiculous, isn't it? Track, Track Brewing are also there. Verdant, Holly's Brew, Wildcard, and I think that's not even all of them. Yeah, we'll sort it out, mate, on Instagram. Getting back to the train. There's always the beer room. Yeah, you just doss on the settee in the beer room. Put lots of cushions on the floor. Yeah, I'll actually have my beer room back by next week, hopefully. Yeah, at the moment it's just a glorified shed. Yeah, with a bit of room at the back for me to have a beer and chat to people. But yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good weekend. Uh, Lots of beer. Try not to get too drunk. Have a good laugh. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Having a good laugh. Seeing who's there. Seeing what the breweries bring. Um, Saint Austell proper job. Decent, decent. Bang the Elephant are bringing out next week a keg that they've squirreled away of Lumiere. It's aged another year. My gosh, Lumiere was my beer of the year last year, and if that's coming, I want to get some of that before they sell it. Gone. Um, Friday's the best night to go, obviously, because the beers last year. I reckon it's going to be even this year. Last year it was pretty busy, but there were times when it was quiet. I reckon this year it's going to be absolutely heaving. Oh, it's amazing, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Statement of intent is nice, but Lumiere's better. Depends what you like in your beer. If you like your bourbon barrel, I know Paul's not keen on the barrel aged stuff, but this is bourbon. That was bourbon on another level. Lumiere's got a bit of cherry flavour to it, and it's got like a leathery tobacco. It's got a bit more to it. I personally think Tesco's for the coffee Guinness, mate. Yeah. Although these days supermarkets are they not changing their beer? Um, what they're stocking? Tesco's actually their range in the last week was quite good. Then they've had a range review. They've got rid of a load of beers, and it's gone down. You'll be there for the trade entry at 4 p.m. I know you'd think somebody would invite me for the bloody trade, wouldn't you? Say, oh, he's a local beer reviewer, let him in. But miserable bleeders. Eh? Probably think we don't want that comes in. Fuck him off. Don't want him in. Not allowed it till next Sunday, Father's Day. Sunday's Father's Day. Of course it is, yeah. Jesus. More beer. Hey. Am I still doing wine? Yes. When I get the chance. It's all about getting the chance, isn't it? I'm brewing wine soon. I'm brewing a Pinot Grigio and a rosé for going away. To be fair, you've asked today. Hey, that'd be good. Be good to get some photos, some videos, especially while it's a bit quiet, of each of the breweries, all 30 of them, and then chuck them on my channel. Yeah, just flood my channel with videos. If I was working tomorrow, I'd have one beer and just make me rowdy. Yeah, I'm working tomorrow, so still gonna have to be there. Still be good. I ain't gotta get to the first job before 9 o'clock, so I'm good. Yeah. The beer will be gone by about 6 in the morning, and just by 9 o'clock, I'll just be feeling a bit of a hangover, as you do. It's great. It's the thing with drinking beer, isn't it? You know, you do get hangovers. Do you feel as you get older, well, that the hangovers get worse? You know, sometimes on a bad hangover, it can last me a good day, and then other times I can drink legendary status and no hangover at all, and it's like, what the hell happened there? I'll give you an example of legendary status. So, still fucked the next day. So once I went to London. On the train down to London, bottle of wine, full bottle of wine on the train down. Got down to London, walked into this Sainsbury's beer. It was Sainsbury's tasting. First area was whiskies. I think 9 or 10 different whiskies. I spat one out. It was disgusting. And you know, you're getting a shot of whiskey, drinking the whiskies. Next area, it's are you off to Cockcliffe next week? Ground's looking okay. Looking brilliant, mate. What are you coming for? Wedding? And what day? Will I be there? But and then went to the champagne area, glasses, 4 different glasses of champagne, and then I had a top-up glass. Next area, we had beer, wine, sparkling wine. On the way back on the train, another bottle of wine, and I still wasn't overly pissed. God knows how. And then other days, 3 pints, and I'm steaming. So you know, just goes to show you sometimes. Guinness, yeah. If you like your Guinness, try out the foreign extra, 7.5%, bit more to it. You liked that DDH last year, didn't you? I remember you and Craig going on about the DDH and how good it was. I did mention that to Castle Rock the other day, saying that the DDH did go down really well. There is a 3-year version of the Emperor's Brewery Castle Rock collab next week as well. Sadly, there's no Wraggys Golden. No. Not at the moment, no. There is some Lincoln Green Brewery beers on the bar, but no Wraggys Golden. No, sadly not. What day are you there? Because if you're there on a certain day, I'll take a bottle of my Wraggys Golden there, and I'll give it to whoever's running the Reading and tell them this is for you. £4 a bottle in Sainsbury's. How big's the bottle? 7.5%. Wow, nice. The difference between the Nigerian and the Irish, and apparently there's Ghanaian. Didn't you say there's a Ghanaian one, Adam? It's most beers. Oh, Adam, I wish one of these bloody breweries local would do a collab. I'd do, you know, imagine an Imperial Stout. Oh dear, some big bashing Imperial Stout. And I'm not talking some at bloody 12 or 13. Let's go 16%. Let's go all in. Oh. Yes, mate. So I'm meeting up with both Liam, Jagman, Shane at about 10:30 in the morning. And then my wife, her mate, couple more mates, and maybe more are going to meet at the actual beer festival. So African shop sometimes. I need to get hold of it. I keep looking for it. I've never actually seen it in the UK. Just for the thing. But it would be a great laugh. Are you stopping just for the? He did. You met Paul last time. Yeah. No, Raggy's in anywhere at the moment. I'll be wasting. No, we're not. We're gonna have a meal, a breakfast, and we're just gonna take it steady. You know, sample a few beers, but not be wasted. Trust me, I can do a 12 hours shift on the beer. On good form, yeah. And on bad form, no. I need some water. No, there's nowhere as Wraggys on tap. Shield Man is the Green King pub, so it wouldn't have it anyway. And yeah, that's what's about Green King. But favourite lager. Funnily enough, there's two that I really like. I like Backsay, the 10% one that's at B&M Bargain. But I also like Peroni's Doppio Molto. For me, um, the Doppio Molto is an outstanding lager. Yeah, we need to get some all day breakfast now. Can't be doing what we did the other week, 20 beers on an empty stomach. Can't be doing it. Yeah. This it's just not good. It's not good. Me and Jagman and Liam all know from last year's beer festivals that we need food and take it a little bit easier. So the Doppio Molto is available at Waitrose. I think that's about the only place. Yeah, it'd be good. Yeah, but it'd be a good. I reckon it'd be a cracking event next week. I'm definitely bringing water next week. 20 one day. I've seen the after effects of Scott doing 10 Duvels, bless him. And he actually drank the 10 Duvels, not like the other two. Who one was his wife drinking it and one didn't do it. So Benjamin sent me a video of last year. This will be funny. This will be funny. In there, not 20 Duvel. There's only so much of that stuff you can drink. So yeah, really looking forward to it this year. Though should be great. It's great because it put this for me. The Nottingham Craft Beer Festival puts Nottingham back on the map. And with the Craig this year, yeah. But you'll be our way anyway, so we'll make sure you get home. Yeah, well, hotel. I think with Scott there was some things, some inappropriate things that Real Ale Craft Beer said that was a little bit too naughty, and he should have apologised. Everybody says something in the heat of the moment that you shouldn't say, and grown-up people apologise. We all do wrong. None of us are perfect. Jesus Christ, I have to apologise every morning to the wife. And I think it stems from that. And Simon should have just apologised for whatever he said. And there's a lot to it. There's more to it than what meets the eye. But there you go. Keeping below 14 units a week. Do you often go over 14 units a week? Jesus Christ, I don't know. Go most days. I don't know about most days, but I do a lot more than 14 a week. Yeah. I don't believe anything that the government in this 14 units a week. Bloody rubbish. Absolute load of rubbish. You remember that live stream with the Duvels? Yeah. Thank God I didn't. Ooh. Station Hotel in September. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it was brewed twice last year. Um, it was brewed when I went down, and then it was also brewed into the bottle. Other than that, it's not been brewed again. Whether it will be brewed, let's please hope so it does. Yeah, they did. Yeah, Beer Hooligan's a funny chap though, isn't he? I mean, I don't know. I've only seen what I've seen. He's not done me any beat, but he has said a lot of bad stuff about a lot of people. And you've got to remember, you're on YouTube. Everything you say and do can be copied and put out there for everybody else to hear. So we've all got an opinion in life, but one has to be very, very careful what you say. The likes of sexism, racism. Best thing to do is keep it to the beer and not get personal. Never get personal. There's no need. There's plenty enough to talk about. Good beer. let's hope the weather is decent next weekend, because this weekend is bang on. Yes, I shall definitely be getting the ode. More than me, then, mate. There on that side of things. 24 degrees next weekend. Yeah, there does seem to be a bit of falling out, don't there? In a lot of ways, for me, channels, beer reviews is quite niche. Um, you're not going to be getting the views that the likes of theme park channels get. I mean, look at Lad Baby, Nottingham person, Nottingham Forest fan like myself. Um, the views he gets is simply off the charts, and he's got like nearly 1 million subscribers, if not more now. And it's crazy how people do get the subscribers they get. So in a lot of ways, if you're for me as a beer reviewer, I think we just need to focus on promoting good beer, uh, calling out bad supermarket beers like Audi, twice as nice. But yeah, it's I don't. I'm not, I've got enough going off in my life not to keep out of the way of it. Plus, I don't want to be dragged in anyway to conversations. Yeah, I worked for a year on Nottingham Park Estate. That was not love and hate from vocation. Can taste like oh shit. Ooh. I need to get some more beers from vocation. Yeah, their Imperial Banana was absolutely outstanding. It was. Same as me, Jagman. All I like to do is go out, have a laugh. What you see is what you get. I've never ever gone into a pub and been, had any trouble started on it or started trouble, and that's just the way I am. Just yeah, I'll just sit in the corner and fall asleep, pissed out my face. But there you go. There is some bloody great people in the beer community. Gotta say, Chris, good evening, mate, and Mark. Hey, doing well, doing well. Sainsbury's, Tom. They've got some nice. They've got a nice selection of craft beer nowadays. How close are you to me? If you're going to Dable, you're not far away from me. Cold coffee brew from Guinness. Yeah, don't drink it warm, for God's sakes. Get it in the fridge. Get it at about 2 degrees, because when you crack it open, it's a little bit lively. Yeah, trust me. Don't put it. Don't be cracking it open over your wife's new carpet, because she won't like it. Yeah. Let's be fair. There's always a chance that a beer. You could always have an issue with a beer, can't you? You know. You're in Rice Park. Well, I'm in Sherwood, so not overly far away. Yeah. Tam, and congrats on finishing your law degree in Leeds. Hey, I have to watch out with these shout outs sometimes, because you get people who think you're drunk, and obviously not, who come out with certain words, and it's like you read it and yeah, well, yeah, you do get some like yeah, my brother's Uke Hunt, yeah, you know, you get that. All good fun, as long as you see it first, obviously. Yeah, Tesco's had a couple of new beers, don't they? Sherwood, BBC drama. Well, where's that then? But actually in Nottingham itself. Yeah. If it's not that twat of a neighbour across the road. Sorry, Chris. I need to get my Instagram back up and running, mate. I don't know what's going off with Derby. Um, they certainly don't want what's his name, Mike Ashley. I won't want him. No chance. Oof, no, 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 no. Well, got Forest Golf Course for Sunday lunch. They don't really have craft beers. They've got Carlsberg on and a few other bits. Yeah. Phil McCracken. Hey. Lad Baby has 5 million subscribers. He needs to send some love the Wraggy way. Yeah. He lives somewhere near me, probably on some posh estate. With the money he's earning, he ain't living in Sherwood. North Notts, early 2000. Ah. See, we did have a murder around the corner from the Arboretum. Disco matey. Good evening, matey. And yeah, million on Facebook. Ooh, that's just ridiculous. Posh estates, nothing. Yeah, there is a few. There is, yeah, yeah, yeah. Nottingham Park Estate, yeah, yeah. Love it to bits. Yeah. Actually, the people want bad. To be fair, the people who are in charge. Well, there's another thing. But yeah, got Woolerton. There are some nice. Not that far. Million on YouTube, and yeah, million on YouTube. Like, and here's me with 2007. Hey, terrible, isn't it? Hey, the estate's not enough. Possible. Tuck and Tanner, the old Marston's pub. It's not Marston's now, though, is it? Um, I do hope they've got some craft beer in there, some cask beers these days. I went in the other week and Twindred Moss side. It's not that bad. I went in there the other week. There was no cask beer on the bar, and I'm like, so I reviewed. I went through the bar reviewing 1 minute review. Did 13 reviews in that pub. Yeah, and I got 33,000 views on my Strongbow Dark Fruit review. I've done some amazing reviews, and a 1 minute review of Strongbow got 33,000. Barmy, absolutely barmy. The YouTube just strange. What people find interesting on YouTube, weird. Yeah, I do a review of one of the best beers of the year, get like 200 views, and it's like what? And then I do a review of bloody Strongbow Dark Fruit, get 33,000. Strange. YouTube is strange. It is what people find funny, interesting, and yeah. An Italian Pilsner from Wild Beer. Ooh, Wild Beer. Why are they familiar? Did they met Ninkasi by any chance? Or was that Wild Bible? I'm not sure. That baby, yeah, he does go on BBC Radio. Not they won't have me on BBC Radio. Not yeah. I'll be banned about. I'll be banned about 2 minutes in for swearing. You know, can't help myself sometimes. Drinking Foster's, know about it, but you can't be rude. Sometimes though, you know, building audit videos is where you should have audit videos. Oh, building audit videos. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Would I ever buy beers on the reduced hour from Sainsbury's? As somebody who worked in Sainsbury's for 5 years, hell yes. And out of date beers, hell yes. Maybe not so much craft beers that are out of date. Certainly more traditional beers. You're absolutely fine. Don't worry about a dented can. They've only been dented a day or two by the time they're on the shelves. Yeah, YouTubers, it's a funny thing, isn't it? You know, the first time I did a YouTube video, it was really weird talking to a camera and how shit itself. Nowadays, it's just like talking to friends. Um, I totally am comfortable with it. I'm more comfortable. This is where it's really weird. I'm more comfortable talking here now to people than I am if I was to go out into a pub talking to people that I've not met before. You know, although when I've had a few beers, I don't give a shite. Just talk shit all night long. Yeah, as you do. Morrison's bitter. Yeah. Even at 20 pence, it's not good. It's not good at 20 pence. No, no. It's not the best. But sometimes horses for courses, isn't it? We all drink what we drink. What I like, you don't like, and what you like, and everyone's got what they like. We all got taste buds, different taste buds. What does the rest of the beer shed look like around? Shit all at the moment. But I'll show you anyway. So take my charger off because it's on charge. So you'd have to accept the fact that usually the beer room's a lot better than this. So there's my Chromebook where I can see the comments. Oh, there's a ring of light. Apologies for that, Jesus Christ. And yeah, so over there is my games area, but the wife's got wedding stuff there, and obviously the octo room over there. My settee's here, but all the cushions from outside there. The homebrew area here, Wraggys, and then there you go. Glass wall, the half the beer wall, and the homebrew area. And yeah, so yes, it's been a while actually since I've done that. So yeah, I'll put this back in. There we go. David McGoldrick, I thought he was okay at Forest, to be honest. I just think that at Forest we've had managers haven't been able to get the best out of the players, if I'm being brutally honest. It's a 16 by 10 shed, plastic, lined with like this aluminium bubble wrap. Not that good, but it keeps the worst of the conditions out. There's electrics in it, as you can see. It's got electrics, and then there's it's plasterboarded, painted, and all that. Yeah, I don't need to stand outside with it painted. I do try and do different views. I do, yeah. But at the moment, I'm stuck because all the summer stuff's in the beer room. The wife, I mean, I don't know if you noticed all the all the empty glasses and bottles. Got anybody think I was an absolute outfit? And at this moment in time, my workmates are in Newark. No, they're winning the award. I'd be gutted if they won an award. Good evening, Matt. Very well, thank you. It'd be interesting to see if they won an award and the award was for the fantastic garden. I'd be dying. See you later, matey. Do I let the wife in there? No, she don't bother coming down the beer room, to be fair. She's had plenty of goes at me for drinking too much. Yeah. So, yeah, you see this? This is the red card, yeah. And I've had plenty of red cards, yeah. And sometimes and the odd yellow card as well, but a lot of red cards, yeah. Bollockins, in other words. Yeah, yes, it's a general known thing on the internet that Wraggy gets red cards. Yeah. It's a good shed, to be fair. It's like a little oasis away from everybody else. When it's clean and tidy, not at the moment. It's a great place for me to do my own brewing, to have a beer, to play games, to watch TV down here because I've got a decent sized TV. See you later, Mark. And but at the moment it's just a storage shed again because we're renewing our vows next year. So a lot of stuff's coming down there that's got no place down there, but got no room in the house to store it either. So it is what it is. Yeah, you have to go with things. Yeah, to a point, at least. Yeah, to a point. So might have to have another pint. Bearing in mind this is 12%. Well, I think it's about 11.5% what it worked out to be in the end. So I'll pour myself another pint because there we go. A little bit murky, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, Chris, it cost me. The shed cost us about 10 years ago, 11 years ago, something like that. About 800 quid. And we had it originally as a gym. I like Copperberg cider, to be fair. And we had it originally as a gym. and no one used it. So I started getting rid of some of the gym stuff, and then I started. Then in COVID times, I actually built the beer wall, and since then it's grown. And I've used, pallets. Wood pallets are amazing to build stuff with. Yes, I did homebrew the beer. Yeah. So if if you ever go on Love Brewing or Creative Winemaking, them sort of sites, there's a kit called Easter Brew Chocolate Stout. It comes out at 6%. So I added 2 kilos of brewing sugar to it at the initial brew, and then I chucked chilies in to make an imperial chocolate chili stout. Looked like a beach before the bar. Yeah, it did. The beach is actually still there. Yeah, not that you can see it, but it's still there. Yeah. And good evening, so yeah, imperial chili chocolate stout. That's what I'm drinking. Good evening, Martin. Stella Artois coffee, but better in your opinion. Martin, that's interesting. I did try the Gallaroo by Lager by. I wasn't overly impressed, but that doesn't mean that your opinion's not right. Fair. Five Ways pub on Ebbers Lane. No, no, it's not even a pub anymore. It's a community centre. Yeah, yeah. Shane, mate, are you still coming next week on the Friday? Out of curiosity, meeting up with Liam and that. So the stout. Brian, good evening, and Darren, good evening. So yeah, it's still carbonating. Imperial chili chocolate stout. I'll do a bit of a review. So on the nose, chili all day long. Quite not powerful chili, but more subtle. Certainly chili. If I'm being honest, there's a touch of chocolate on the nose, but not much chocolate on the nose. On the taste, the chili's at the forefront, but it gives good fire in the back of it as well. And the chocolate is there around as well. Might just crack something open. So, hey, I'm going to stop on for a good hour tonight. Not too long. I can't do what Craig and Crummy Beard do, where they're on for about 4 or 5 hours. My wife will give me an arsehole in. You know, Craig's all right, but I don't know how Crummy gets away with it. Although Craig's got his daughter, and his daughter, but she gives him the odd bollock. But it's going to be amazing next week. Nottingham's. I mean, Emperor's Brewery's got his own bar as well. So on one bar together, you've got Bang the Elephant, Emperor's Brewery, and Fire Rock all together. It's like going there. You've got all my mates together. Oh, and then we've got all the other breweries: Cloudwater, Siren, Navigation, Castle Rock, North Brewing Company, Turning Point. It's just crazy how many big name breweries there. Mint Stout. Ooh, it's different. I suppose it's something. I mean, I've had Mint Baileys. Mint Baileys is okay, but a mint stout. I suppose it's all about getting the. Depends. It's a chocolatey mint, not too bad. But if it's a mint, like you get in cocktails, then no, yeah, bit dicey, bit dicey. I mean, the vocation Banoffee Park was off the charts, amazing. Yeah, and the one Mr. Merseybeer's got there, the rum and ginger. Rum and ginger. Was it Mole and rum? Can't remember now. But that too was a bloody awesome stout. And in that same period of time last year, as well as the Imperial Kirsch as well. I mean, the Imperial Kirsch was stunning. A Black Dipper from Polly's. Polly's was supposed to be coming next week to Nottingham. There is a Polly's Brew takeover in Nottingham, but they're not coming now. And Buxton have pulled out, which is, yeah, Buxton are known for that. But we're getting Lex Brew Company and we're getting Glasshouse Beer Company, so that's great. Any craft beers brewed with mango? Yeah, there's lots of craft beers with mango in. Yeah. If you do a quick search on the internet, there's a lot of mango beers out there. Yeah. I suppose it depends if you want to call it a craft beer with a mango flavour or full on mango, like a fruit beer mango. Then that's different. Offhand, I can't think of any actual fruit, actual mango fruit beers. Uh, not straight off the air, at least. But yeah, just lots. Mint creme brulee dessert style. And this down to flavour, isn't it? It's down to what sort of flavours you like. See, I love butterscotch. Yeah, you're right, Chris. Most of the IPAs have some sort of mango in. Depends how strong as well. Mint creme brulee. I mean, I like creme brulee. Wow. I mean, butterscotch is one of my all-time favourite flavours, and there's not many beers out there that have that. Mr. Bourbon Beer Reviews, he sent me a beer last year that was an Imperial Butterscotch. Bloody amazing. Absolutely amazing. You've been meaning to go to Neon Raptor? Yeah, I've drank in there about 6 times now. And the landlord, the manager of Neon Raptor, got a beard. He's a beer reviewer called Craft Beer Basic. Nottingham bloke. Well, he's actually from Wales, to be fair, but he talks like a Nottingham bloke. And he's proper decent. His beer reviews make me chuckle. Yeah, he doesn't care about airs and grace. Just says it how it is, which I think is always the best. And don't pull no punches. Just say it how you feel. And basically the manager down. And yeah, Neon Raptor. It's a must visit location. Yeah, you could spend all afternoon in there. I mean, we've done it. Drank a lot of lovely beers. Had a good time in. But you've got Neon Raptor. Round the corner, you've got Fox and Grapes, Castle Rockford. Rory is a legend. Yeah, definitely. And you got Castle Rock's Fox and Grapes, which is also a fantastic pub. Across the road, Partisan Tavern, an amazing micro pub. Literally 3 doors down, King Billy, a traditional heaven of a pub. 500 yards up the road, Liquid Lights Brewing Taproom. So, in essence, fantastic place. A Werther's original stout. Yeah, well, Hopzine was down there, and we were meeting up there, and he said, "Do you mind coming on my beer review?" I said, "Yeah, I'll pop on." Felt a bit strange, to be honest, bit nervous. You know, when you haven't had a drink. When I've had a drink, I don't really care. I'll do reviews anyway. But when I haven't had a drink, I'm a bit more nervous. And we was reviewing inside, so there was me, um, Mr. Rob Derbyshire, obviously, and Craft Beer Basic, our man Rory, all together on a review. It was a good review. Good evening, Jack. And again, thank you for the super chats. It's not embarrassing in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, cracking. It is an essential. If you're coming to Nottingham, or if you live in Nottingham, and Worthless Original melt them in with the malt, you could do, I suppose, couldn't you? You could do. Good evening, Miss Dara. And you, yeah, Neon Raptor is a must visit location in Nottingham. Nottingham, if you're ever in Nottingham, you don't live in Nottingham, but you fancy coming, the craft beer pubs in Nottingham are an absolute loads. It will take you a full weekend and probably another weekend to do all of them. Snenton, yeah, Snenton's not. It's not the area it was years ago. Trust me. The pubs of Sneinton years ago were very, very dodgy. Yeah, you'd get a good idea from most. These days, all those pubs have gone. It's only for craft beer now. Yeah, yeah. All the old-fashioned pubs have all gone. Yeah, it's all pubs that you can walk in and feel safe in. None of us want to be in a pub and feel a bit stressed and all that. These pubs, they're fine, they're decent, but yeah, not as bad as St. Anne. No. Crummy's sad. Yeah, me and Crummy went to. I got an invite to go to Navigation Brewery to their to a show around Navigation Brewery. Cheers, mate. And I invited Crummy and his mate. Well, Crummy came, his mate come, and a couple of people let us down, which is Neon Raptors ultra safe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Brilliant place to go. Yeah. Do I ever watch other beer reviews? I do. Some. I struggle for time, to be honest. Um, Bullman beer reviews, excellent. To be honest, all the beer reviewers are excellent. Um, Not keen on beer reviewers that ask for 1,000 likes. Uh, no matter how big a beer review you want, review your beers. Don't be asking for 5,000 likes and all that bollocks. But most of them, they all do a good job. It's not easy reviewing beers talking to a camera, and obviously you only get what you get. Um, Dean is an amazing beer reviewer, probably the best of all beer reviewers. For being certain, Rampant Lion also is. He can talk, but his knowledge is outstanding. And then you've got Craig, Kent Beer Reviews, Scott and Wonder, All the Beer No Idea. The list there's a good list. Yeah, Rampant Lion, he's absolutely sad. Yeah, he's a tall lad, but one day we'll get to meet up. Blue Nose Beer Reviews, Harry. He used to live in Nottingham, so me and I've got a connection to him just because he knows Nottingham. Popzine, again, lovely bloke. Met him and his missus when they came to Nottingham, and yeah, there's a lot of lovely people who can chat. So it's a thing to do beer reviews, but it's the chatting as well. Half the time, people come on to live beer reviews like now just for the interaction, and that's where it's key. Craig is an absolute king of interaction, as is Crummy. Crummy's really good at the interacting. I find with doing this that I don't like to do the clicking onto each bloody comment. I like to respond to the comment um, as they're coming in. So do I get nervous not doing beer reviews? No. Not doing this? No. This I'm 100% comfortable in. How weird. You get me to go on a stage and I'd shit myself and I'd be scared stiff. Um, Next week I'm going to Nottingham's Craft Beer Festival. And last year, I'd been doing beer reviews for nearly 3 years last year. Walked in, never had anybody recognise me. Walked straight into the beer festival. Um, and it's one, Wraggy. And it's like, Jesus Christ, eh? This is weird. People actually watch your beer reviews. And it's so strange. Um, what's happening there? Yeah, Rampant lives in Sweden, but he's in the UK soon. I think there's a meet up in Birmingham with Blue Nose. It's like we're having a shit, but nonetheless. And I tell you what, most of the people that do live got a good sense of humour as well, which sometimes you have a good sense and be reactive. Craig is very similar to me. Ken Berry, he's very quick on the reactive. He's good at spotting stuff, and you know, but it's nice as well because in COVID times, none of us were going to the pubs, and I think beer reviewers and beer chat, these live beer chats, were amazing. There was a time where I was doing an hour and a half every night, and that's after a day at work. Yeah, no wonder I got the red card off the wife. An hour and a half at night. No Love Island ragging. I don't think I Love Island. Fuck's sake. That shit's awful, isn't it? Why do people watch that? And yeah, at some stage there was like 60 odd, sometimes like 65 people watching the channel. And that was weird, you know. It was like whoa, but it also brought I suppose with anything, you get too popular, then it starts to bring the other elements out, the idiots that just want to spam. But luckily, we don't really get a lot of that on the channel. On most of the beer channels, we don't get a lot of that. Oh no, always say hello. Yeah, no, I'm no different to anybody else. No, no, I don't think any of the beer reviewers are any different to anybody else. They're all top class blokes, or not, there's the odd lady, but they're all top class blokes who talk to people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's really strange because I'd never ever been recognised as a beer reviewer. And I was in Sainsbury's one night, and this lad and girl looked at me a little strange. And I thought, what's going on here? And I said to the wife, I said, I've just got the weirdest of looks of them. Uh, and so I walked round again and was walking up the animal. This lad and girl walked up and says, are you Wraggy from YouTube? And I'm like, oh no. Shit. Uh, I'm just in my normal Sainsbury's. Good evening, Helen. But that's the good thing about YouTube. You know, it's a worldwide. You know, anybody can tune in, anybody can talk, and it's the good thing about most of these channels are there's a good community around. People can spot people a mile off. You know, we know. You come on and you see somebody all of a sudden start saying certain words, and you know straight away they're going to be trouble. But most of the time, people are really, really decent. I can't even remember that shame. Yeah, I was drunk. It's when you have 13% base, you get drunk, don't you? Yeah, yeah. These things happen. Yeah. Still can't remember what happened at Cockanoot the other week. Never mind anything else. But it's good in some ways. This is the good thing about going out drinking beer. Because if you've got friends with you, you know, and they see you starting to go downhill, they, yeah, they can like say to you. My wife's very good at stopping me from getting overly drunk. But the community is amazing. You know, the beer community is just outstanding. It's going to be a great session next week. Lots of food, steady beer, then go into the craft beer festival and have a good laugh. And the prune wine, yeah, yeah, prune wine. Oh dear, I might do a prune wine rebrew at some stage. Yeah, try and ramp it up a bit, make it like a champagne prune wine. Yeah, prune wine champagne. Could you imagine that serving that? That might be a thing for next year for my wedding vows to actually do that. The festival, craft beer festivals next week at Snanton Market on the Friday and Saturday. When you at Cockliffe House next week then? When are you there? What day? I'm not there on the Friday for obvious reasons. Craft beer festival. Uh, New Year boom wine review. Yeah, the glass designs are bang on. Yeah, I'm hoping to get a few glasses. Yeah, I'm gonna wear my coat that's got multiple pockets. Yeah, and even if it's warm, yeah, get one. I've got a coat with about 8 pockets on. It's got inside pockets, outside pockets. It's bloody brilliant. Yeah, if I was a thief, it'd be great. If I'm not a thief, obviously. But yeah, it'd be great for that. Mr. Bungo, good evening. Yeah. Always reminds me of Mr. Bungle, eh? Jeffrey. Yeah. Has anybody watched the videos of Rainbow from back in the day? And some of the stuff that used to come out next week Saturday. I'm not there on the Saturday, but I'll get you. I'll sort message me on Instagram or YouTube or something. I don't count on YouTube, but message me and about this conversation, and I'll get a bottle of Wraggys to you at Cockley. Please take Imodium before drinking brew. Yeah. Good evening, Lou. Festival money or just tokens? Money. Yeah. And at the craft beer festival, the tickets are selling out. So if you haven't already got a ticket for Friday, we're going on Friday night. Rightio. Hey, that. Do Bungle and Jeffrey from in the UK on your YouTube, you'll laugh your arse off at it. Experimental rock band from the USA front to back page. Mike Patton. Rightio. It's amazing, isn't it, that you don't realise where people come from in this world. 1 hour, 6 minutes. Oof. And if you've never been to a craft beer festival, last year was my very first ever craft beer festival. And absolutely really enjoyed it. It helps when people who you'd never seen before come up and shake your hand and say, perks of being famous. I'm not famous. Just some bloke on YouTube who likes a beer. Yeah, that's all I am, all I'll ever will be. Station Hotel in Nottingham, yeah, decent pub. Yeah. And Wraggys Golden on cask was absolutely exceptional. Better than the bottle, to be fair. If I'm being honest, it was better than the bottle. 8% Beavertown from Tesco. Ooh, didn't see that the other day when I went into my Tesco. Then again, our local Tesco rubbish the other day. The selection was crap. It was all about Brewdog. What the hell are Brewdog were obviously splashing the cash, you know. Yeah, Broom wine. I remember drinking a pint of it and I could feel myself gurgling in my stomach, and it's like, oh, £4, but that's right, yeah. Interesting that Beavertown are going back into that, isn't it? You know, because obviously I know the likes of Craig, the proper craft beer people, not like comes from a traditional background, know more about Beavertown than I certainly do. Mr. Greg, Mr. Bourbon Beer Reviews. How are you, mate? And your brewery, Lakes Brew Company, are coming to Nottingham next week, mate, for the Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. I shall try and get a video of them, and hopefully get some photos next week as well with all the beer, with all the breweries. Yeah, got to do it, haven't you? You know. Yeah. And Glasshouse, they're coming as well. Late entries. Yeah, a couple of breweries pulled out. Hollies and Buxton pulled out. Buxton have got a bit of a reputation for pulling out, to be fair. Love the picture of me on it. Yeah. The picture of me is a bit old. Yeah. Put about 10 years on bloody age. Swine. You're steaming. Hey. It's going to be an amazing beer festival. Hopefully. As long as people stay sensible. To be fair, because it's in a small location, you don't get the idiots. You know, because you have to pay, you don't get the idiots. You don't get the lager drinkers. And, you know, not calling lager drinkers, not all lager drinkers like the fighting, but a certain amount do. You know, they have a drink, they have one drink, and that's it. They're ready to take on the wheel. So you don't get that, which is I love about craft beer pubs. You don't get that sort of hassle. Are you doing your beer review while you're steaming, by the way? You got this some, and you got some Aleppo or something to review. I did see it earlier on the beer in Leeds tomorrow. Hey, you do, yeah, you get around, you do. I'm waiting for the next Nottingham tour. Oh, Don't bite your gums, it hurts. So, 10 past 10. Ooh. No, I've never seen any aggro at beer festivals. It gets smothered, and if there is any silliness, it gets smothered out so quickly. There's more than enough people watching people. Them and hooch. I did actually have a hooch the other day. It was a mango and passion fruit, but yeah, I know what you mean. Just done a review uploading there. A drunk review. A Bullman drunk review. Hey. To be fair, Chris, a lot of camera are old blokes, aren't they? Yeah. I'm not really a fan of camera. I put out the olive branch last year, and then after the Robin Hood Beer Festival, I posted the comment, a really nice comment, and they slagged me off. Somebody on the camera, um, basically, there was quite demeaning in the way they spoke, and I'm like, okay, now, right, that's it then. Yeah, yeah. I'll just go back to reverting back to what I thought of you in the first place. Bunch of old blokes drinking beer, and so I actually agree sometimes with that comment. And it's funny because Nottingham Craft Beer Festival, camera had nothing to do with it at all, and I think that's a good thing. I do think it's a good thing because I do find with camera, especially local, I don't know about the rest of them, that it's and I find that a lot of them just want cheap beer, and I always pay my way for beer, so I don't care. With beards and patches on their elbows. Yeah, I mean, I went and helped out at Robin Hood Beer Festival last year and Cider Festival, and I went and helped out, and you got all these old blokes there doing stuff, and they're all tootling about. Here's me grabbing them casks, chucking them on, and it's like I'm romping through it because obviously physical work is what I do. So I'm absolutely chucking them on. Got these old blokes and they're tootling away. The next minute they're off a few pints, and it's like whoa. Then I discovered where the beer was. Hey, one drink, two drinks. Time the wife come, I'd have plenty of like, cracking. Good beer as well. Good evening, Gilbert. How are you? But yeah, it was an experience. It was a good experience to get down. Yeah, well, I haven't broke the seal yet. There's a thing. Once you broke the seal, it's deadly. Yeah, I mean, an hour and 13, I'm still chatting. I haven't been for a wee yet. So I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I've never been a camera member, but that's also disco. Why I don't use beer subscriptions simply because one, I cannot afford to spend money on something that I'll forget about. Exactly, Brian. Never break the seal. Drinking broadside. Ah, oh, indeedy, indeed. It is good. Binley Mega Chippy. Yeah, I need to go. Yeah, I need to do a video outside and get about 1 million views on some bloody chippy. What's that about? Hey, fucking chippy. Somebody the other day, they've got like 5 million views. They sat outside the chippy, and he's got 5 million views. It's a fucking chippy. There's no special. It's just the chippy. Yeah, fair play. Really happy they've got their moment in the sunlight. You know, it's great. It is. But can you imagine if you was going to that chippy day in day out? It's gone viral, and all of a sudden, um, it's gone viral, and then there's a fucking queue an hour long every time you go to the chippy. It's like, fuck's sake, where these dickheads come from? Max. No, this is the new shirt. No, it's just one of my old shirts. To be fair, yeah. It's a mega chipper. I do disco, and this year it's funny because usually I buy every single new beer I see. I just buy everything, and I've stopped. I'm trying to run the beer wall down, and I'm getting to that stage now where I'm not buying anywhere near the beers. And yeah, it will soon be the fact that I've got no beers to review anymore. I don't even remember who they are, to be honest. Yeah. Do I like baked beans? I used to years ago, and then I was farting and shitting through the eye of a needle. And yeah, I don't touch them now. Yeah. You know when you've had baked beans for like 3 weeks on the row, twice, 2 tins a day, 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden, every time, bit of wind, it's like, and it's like fucking hell. And you don't fart because they just stink. And the wind, no, I've gone off sausage, chips, and beans. Yeah, I don't mind that. I'm getting into a bit of sausage now. I like a bit of sausage. Yeah, not that type of sausage, obviously, but yeah. I mean, I do like pie as well. And again, there's certain types of pie. Yeah. I like steak. Yeah. And I do apologise. Profanity and uh, other sorts of things. I'm not like a sausage. Local boy brought out new beers for the first time in a year. Hey. Supporting our local disco, it's what it's all about. Especially you, you're of all sausage. I knew that was going to come out. Yeah, it's farting and then getting a wet feeling. That's where you really want it. But there you go. Salt and pepper from the Chinese. Which Chinese, mate? Because you're in the same neck of the woods as me. If it's tacky in, or Chinese for dinner, I like Chinese as well. Yeah, king corn and mushrooms, some chips, some noodles, don't know if they were, and some sauce. And I dropped some on the carpet as well. Wife was not pleased. There's a joke coming here, isn't there? Yeah, on the Duvel. The Duvel is. It's funny, because years ago, I couldn't stand Duvel. Couldn't stand it. Yeah, I'm waiting for the yeah, Arboretum story. And yeah, but nowadays I can take the Belgian beers a lot better. But no, I couldn't stand it. Same with Hogarden. Couldn't stand the bloody beer. And yet now I can drink it. Yeah, in a fashion. I need to do an Ninkazi uh, retake. Yeah, if only just to be nice to the Rail Beer Company and say, look, I'm not an ox. Just that day I drank it was fucking shite. But tack in. Hey, we are in the same neck of the woods. Tack in's good. Chinese woman behind the bar. Yeah, yeah. The salt and spicy chicken. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Although they need to do less of the chili and all that vegetable shit. Because I don't do vegetables. I want the chicken. But they do that so it costs less, basically so they earn more profit. But Kazi, yeah, Ninkazi was the Kazi beer. I mean, next day I was farting fucking farmhouse farms. Yeah, never come across anything like it. Greg, there's an Arboretum Beer Festival this year in August. Yeah, I'm tempted to go down to it and do some. There's a lot of good breweries there actually. Black Iris is one of them, but there's actually an Arboretum Beer Festival. So I might do videos from there. Go down, do videos, and say, yeah, this is where I caught somebody fucking well, yeah, and whatever. Forest are ready for a lot of good teams in the Premiership next year. They're a good team. They're a Premiership team stuck in the Championship. They're ready for it. Yeah, they play like a Premiership team. Obviously, pray to God they stay up and get through that first year and then get bigger players in and grow. You know, grow as a team, not as individuals. What we don't want is a Paul Pogba who just come for the money in the first place, left, come back for the money, never really pulled his finger out. Only pulled his finger out for his national team, which is sad because he is a stunning player, but he didn't care. You look at somebody like 20 million for spend. He's worth it, mate. He's one of the best. Is it a left back? I know he's that part of the field. I won't want Pogba. He's all of his own arse. But yeah, Spence, stunning player. Yeah, it'd be a shame for him not to be at Forest, but he helped Forest get up this year, and you know you have that respect for always for anybody who did right by your club. Would you not? You know, if you're a football fan, any player that did your club justice. You know, there's players that come and go, and you think it's a shit. Disco, if you come to Nottingham in August for that, mate, we'll have to meet up. We will have to meet up. I'll make sure I go for it. Let me know what you're thinking. If you're definitely doing it, it's like a, yeah, I think it's a music slash beer festival. So if you're definitely doing it, then yeah. Craig Rescar, yeah. He was from Sherwood. I remember Craig. Yeah, I remember him. Right. Sadly, I'm going to have to get going because I was only down the shed for 45 minutes. It's already been an hour and 22, and now I'm going to get a bollock off the wine, as you do. But Tom, message me, mentioning tonight and the wedding, and I'll get you a bottle of the Wraggys put to one side for you, so you can do a photo at Cockley with the Wraggys, and yeah, and then look at my workplace. But yeah, thank you for everyone joining tonight. It's been a cracking stream, to be fair. And Kettering, he may have done when he left Forest. Yeah, but yeah, been a great stream, and thank you all for joining. And we'll see you again, possibly in a few nights, because I need to crack on more with these. Paul Hardy Folk Festival. Signed him on Football Manager. Thank you all for watching and joining in. See you soon. There's the one. Ah, it's deadly when you've got two screens going at the same time. Can't see where I'm going. Cheers all.